Hello, rcmorigami here, and today I'll teach you how to fold this mask. It's called Astral Warrior. I usually name them after I paint, so that's why, because it's not like a golden shade on it, but you can't really see on the camera anyway, depending on the lights. I hope it's okay. But enough talking, let's start folding. For this one I won't fold it from the crease pattern, because trust me, on this one this looks better with the pre-creases on it. But you have the crease pattern in the description if you want to fold it from that. So you will need again a square, but I have right here a rectangular sketch paper, 80 GSM. I recommend for this one not go above 160, because it will be tricky around the cheeks, but I think it's gonna work anyway. You should try. First we need to cut this in square, and for this one I will use wet folding technique. So if you have a rectangular paper, first wet it and then cut it in a square, because the wetting process will expand the paper on the fiber lines and only one side. I usually use some wet tissue and just use it like this. It works for me. You can use some spray bottle with water. You can use your fingers, just getting in the water and just spread it like this, or whatever works anyway. Just wet it until it's softened, not soaked, but until it's softened. So now we're gonna make the square. You can use scissors to cut this part off. I will use a cutter with a ruler. It's easier and it's a straight line. Like this, remove that, and we have a square. And now we can start folding it. First we need diagonals. I already have one, so I need the other one, but we need them both. So first diagonals, then the middle lines, both ways. Now we need to divide each part in half. So this edge goes to the middle line, and this edge again to the middle line. Basically we take every edge to the middle line. Like this. Now we're gonna divide each part from the left and right and the top. Each part we're gonna divide it one more time. So it goes like this. The edge on the first line, this edge on this line, Same thing on the other side, the edge to the first line. And the edge on the second line here, because we have this division. So on the second line here. Like this. And now the top part. On the first line. On this edge, on this line. Okay, now for the bottom part we're gonna take this edge, this bottom edge, and align it with the second line here. And just make a pinch on the edges. Just make a pinch here and here. We don't need this whole line, we need just a pinch as a reference. And turn the model over. We have this line here. And we're gonna align this line with these two pinch lines. So it's gonna be like this. Like that, and fold the whole line this time. And unfold. Then turn the model over. Now we have this 1, 2, 3 segments. We're gonna fold it again in half on the right and left. Goes like this, and I am using this edge to make all the creases, because on the model it's better to have valley folds than mountain folds, because it will look different, and I like it better with valley folds. But you can switch and see how it goes for you. I will have valley folds on mine. So this edge goes to this edge. Like this, and this edge to this edge, the third from the left. Okay, now we move to the left part, and the same thing. I will change the paper direction to see it better, because I have some shadows going around there and I can't really see the creases, but this is my left for now. The same thing, this edge on this edge. And this edge on this line. Okay, and now we have the middle line here, and we're gonna need to divide these three sections. We need to divide them in half too, so these three sections. Make the middle line a mountain fold. Like this, and bring it up to the next line. Like this. Now we have this line here. We need to make this again the same. Now we need to make this again a mountain fold and bring it to the bring it down to the same line. And we have one last line here, make it a mountain. And align it with those lines. Just like that. And unfold this last step. Just this last step. And we should have something like this. Okay, now we're gonna make references for the nose. Switch the model like that. This is the middle line, and take this first line and make it mountain fold. Like that, and bring it to the middle line, but crease only from this point here to the top. So we have this first line here, only from this point to this point. Like that. And unfold. Same thing on the other side. Make it mountain and bring it to the middle one. And just until the first line here. And unfold. Turn the model over. And here we have these two creases that we made, and we need to bring these lines to the middle one and divide the section in two. So it goes like this, and you can move to the second line here. You can fold to the second line like this, and same thing on the other side. Okay, turn the model over. We have this part here on the top. So now we have the room for the nose, and we're gonna move to the sides to make the eye zone. So for the eyes, just open a bit here, and on the third line, so 1, 2, 3, the third line, the whole line, make it a mountain fold. So bring it up the whole line, but keep these lines to mountain fold. So now you have these lines, the mountain, and the third one too. Now we need to align these three lines. We need to bring them together like this. Goes like this, and that one too. Like this. And just only one division. So bring this one down, this one goes down, this one goes to the left, and this one goes to the left too, like this, and push it here to make a diagonal here. Push that down, and this flap goes up like that, and push it down, and move to the second again we have these three lines, bring them together like that, and this one goes up, this one goes to the left, this one goes down like this. You should have something like this. It's not that hard, but it can be confusing. Just unite these three lines and bring them together like that. And the same thing on the other side. Bring the third line up and leave the other lines the same, like this. Unite these three lines and these three too. And bring this down to the right, this one to the right, and this flap up. Goes like this one up, this one to the right, and this flap down. Like this. And now we made room for the eyes too. Now we're gonna work on the nose part, nose section. For that, first we need to take this edge and fold it on this line, on the first line, and fold it like this. Just align this with the second line, like that. And here we need a diagonal line here, just like that. Unite this one with this one, just like that, and bring this down again. Have something like this. We have a little triangle there, which goes like this. Okay. The same thing on the other side. This line goes to the second. Here we're gonna make a little triangle and fold it like this. So the same thing. Okay, now we're gonna move to the nose. We have this line here, the second line from the bottom, so this one. We take this line here, use only one side at a time. Bring this line here, this mountain line, bringing on fold it on this valley. Goes like this. So mountain, valley, fold, and turn the model over. And on this side you have this line here, the first from the middle line. You have this one. Just move a little bit closer to the middle one, just a little bit closer, and you have this valley fold from the nose. Unite this point here, which is from this valley fold, with this point here, just near this line. So we have something like this, and when you turn it over you have something like this. Now do the same thing on the other side. mountain valley fold, turn it over. You have this line here, bring it a bit closer to the middle one, push this a bit up, bring this a bit up, like that, push it from behind, bring it a bit up, and the same thing, this belly fold, unite the point from there, unite it with this point here. And now you have this line here. As you can see, you have a line there. We need to make a little mountain fold from this point here to the middle one, and this point in the same place. It's like this. It's like a V fold or something, I don't know how to call it. Something like this. And on the other side you have something like this. Okay, now push this one up, so from behind just push it up, push it up like this, and again we need to make a V fold here too. Something like this. Okay, now we're gonna make again one more time. We're gonna bring this edge as we did before here. We're gonna take it to the left and make here a little triangle, just like that. The same thing on the other side. Like that. Okay, now we need a little diagonal line here, so we take these edges and align with this line. It goes like this, the whole bunch. Just a little triangle here, one little, and turn the model over, open this up, and you have this line here and this line here from the corner, and we need to unite these 2 points with a line like this. And push this in like that. Bring this flap down. Do the same thing here. Make the diagonal first, like that. Turn the model over. Make the corners and unite these 2 lines. And push it in. You have something like this. One more thing on the back side, so turn the model over, and we need to align this line here with this line here, so it goes like this. So this point here will be on this line, like that. gonna be like that. So it's like this line here, this little line on this line, like this. The same thing on this side. This line goes on this line, like that. Okay, turn the model over. Now we have something like this on the front. Let's move to the top part. Again, we're gonna fold this backwards. We're gonna fold it behind, and we need a little triangle here, but you can actually use this corner and make a little triangle first to be easier, just like that, and fold it like this. So first make a diagonal line here, this point to this point, like that. Unfold and bring this edge on this edge and push it like that. Okay, again on the front side, for the eyes, the same thing as before. Put a finger inside those two layers, and on the other side just push this one in and make a curved line only on these two sections, only on these two. So it's something like this. And the same thing on the other side. One finger inside, push it here, fold a curved line in these two sections, and you have something like this for now. Now we need to make the eyebrow also. So we have this line, and the first one above the eye, you have this point here. You're gonna unite this point here with this point here. So it's something like this. Okay. Same thing on the other side, this point here with this point here. Something like this, and make this little line, make it a mountain, and the same thing we have to do here, just a little line from this point, not to this point here, from this point just a little above that. Okay, the same thing on the other side. And now we have something like this. Bring the eyes again. Push this one a bit up, and this one too. Just bring them up. Like this. Now pull this a bit, and we're gonna unite this point here with this point here. So this point here with this point here, something like this. something like this, and this point here with the corner. Just make it a mountain fold like that. It's gonna look like this, and the same thing on the other side. This point here and the corner, just like that. Now you can bring this a bit closer, something like that. And now the tricky part, the cheeks. For the cheeks, just pull this up, and we have this line here, and bring it up like this until it meets with this line here, just like that, and bring this down to unite this line here with the corner here. Go like this, and fold this line here. Like that, and the same thing on the other side. This one goes up, push it like that, and bring this down to the corner. Like that. And one last thing, we need to secure the cheeks, so for that we're gonna need a mountain fold here on this flap, so this one will go behind, so it's gonna be like this. So we have this one goes inside from this point to this point, like that, and the same thing on this. Just push it inside like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring this behind, and this one too. And that's it. If you're still here, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate if you do that. So thanks again for watching, and see you on the next Sunday. Adios.